We're going live. We're live. We're live. Okay, we're live. We're live. How's it going, everybody? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce, and I have traveled to Calgary, Alberta. Welcome to the show. Friday, it's here. Oh man, I'm so glad. Beautiful sunny day here in Calgary. Gotta tell you, the folks here have had so much more snow than we've had in Creston. There is still snow on people's lawns here, but it is really in the shady part of the property. So if you've got a fence up right by the fence where the shade is holding on, the snow is hanging around there. But in the open on the open front yards, it's melting off. But man, oh man, the plows were busy around here. All the main streets, the side streets, they've got just piles of snow piled up, and now it's all that brown crusty stuff on the top as it melts and freezes and melts and freezes, and all the plows, they throw the snow over, they throw all the dirt over that they've been putting down, they put more dirt down. But anyway, the good news is Calgary is coming out of the big freeze, and plus 13 Celsius today, about 55 degrees Fahrenheit here. And it's going to be even warmer the next couple of days. I think they're going to hit over 60 degrees. So this snow is rapidly disappearing, and that's good to see. Driving in here from Creston, beautiful drive, calm weather, great drive, no complaints whatsoever. All is well in Calgary, so that's fantastic. Welcome to my inaugural live show from Calgary, and I hope reception is good. Let me know on that. Hope you're getting a good reception here. I seem to have a pretty high internet speed. So we'll cross our fingers for that. I want to have a nice clear picture for the show. Not too clear, because if you see all my wrinkles, it might hurt the ratings. We'll see what happens. The channel has been kind of slow the last couple of days. I guess when I'm not on the air, not much is happening. There were some views, of course, but the subscriber count is a little higher. We were at 1809 a couple of days ago. I'm now showing 1821 on my notes that I just have over here on my side here. So thanks for coming on board, 12 more of you. You obviously found something you liked from my past videos that I've made, and I have noticed certain videos just have a following, and they just keep chugging along. A number of folks are enjoying the video I made about the QE2. And it's now open. The soft opening has been done. The Queen Mary 2 came by to visit it. So the Queen Mary 2 was beside the QE2, or just parked behind it. And passengers from the Queen Mary 2 were given a tour of the QE2 and the new hotel that is now up and running. And so far I hear pretty well positive information. I don't hear anything negative or anything like that. It's still early days. The hotel has only got 242 rooms ready to rent out on a nightly basis right now. By the time October hits, when they will do their so-called grand opening, they expect to have 600 plus rooms going. It'll be interesting to see as time goes on, will they add to that? They don't have 1,800 balcony suites that they can renovate and rent out as a balcony suite. The ship only had what, 50, maybe 40, 50 of them, not that many balcony suites, because those were added on, I think, in '94, something like that. And tough to add on balcony suites to a ship that was built as a transatlantic ocean liner and operating starting in '69. It was a different era, different design, different everything for the ship, and it was never intended to be a cruise runner to the Caribbean per se, and it was designed to go through some pretty nasty North Atlantic storms and waves, and so the rooms are behind thick glass, whether you have a porthole or whether you've got one of the larger square windows. The windows are extremely strong. You can't open them and let fresh air in, anything like that. So how they modify this ship going forward now will be interesting to see. I'm also curious to know just how efficient is this vessel regarding the ability to not let in hot air from that desert heat once their air conditioning systems are up, because obviously if you've got, say, 2 floors operating now for hotel rooms, and you're eventually going to go up to maybe 4 or 5 floors of accommodation, you're going to need to keep all 5 floors cool simultaneously, and that is going to require one powerful air conditioning and HVAC system to handle that stress load. And if the ship is like giving off allowing heat in easily, then the air conditioning system is going to be under a lot of stress. Anyway, we'll find out as the year goes on through the summer months. Now we'll find out from tourists who stayed in the ship as a hotel what their thoughts are, and how happy are they with how it's going, how's the staff treating them, what's the food like, all that stuff. And so it's kind of like a new ship going, new ship being launched, but it's not going anywhere. It's just a stationary hotel like the Queen Mary is in Long Beach. Now, the Queen Mary's been a hit. I think that's been a real good success over, decades now. And even now with the Carnival literally right next door, coming and going with cruises, folks can stay in the Queen Mary for a night or two, pre-cruise, post-cruise, and or just make a visit, through their run for the cruise that they're taking with Carnival. So Queen Mary is getting a lot of bonus, I think, traffic because of Carnival having taken over the dome right beside the Queen Mary. So fantastic. Anyway, there you go. So welcome everyone to the channel. It's great to have you back. Great to be back on the air. I'll be on again tomorrow at 2 o'clock, of course, for my Saturday show, and we'll see how this works for us. So far, I think so far so good. Let's say hi to everybody. See who's here, and touch base with everyone who's come by to say hi to me today. Silo Steve was the first to log in here. Silo is saying hi, Bruce. Hey all, 60 degrees for the high in Seattle, 44 for the low. It looks clouds are taking over the sunshine. He's got 190 days to go until he's got that 7-day Mexican Riviera cruise on the Bliss. I know he's looking forward. He's obviously counting the days. It's fantastic. It's going to be on the Haven Court. That is going to be pretty nice. I'm envious, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And I can't wait to hear your report when you've had the cruise. Seakeeper is here too. He's saying hi, Bruce, and everyone else. 85 in the shade here in Tequista, Florida. 100% sunny, just enough to enough wind to sound the wind chimes, and it's very enjoyable. So there you go. Beautiful. That with that little breeze, that'll bring you down to what, a 75, 80 degree feel. That's great. That's just perfect. Silo Steve, great news, or great new Bliss. This is what he's saying for our information. Great new Bliss videos on YouTube. He's talking about you get better results if you do a search for Norwegian Bliss as opposed to NCL Bliss. And yeah, there's going to be a pile of videos coming out now because people with cameras are getting on board that ship, and they're not working for Norwegian. They're working for themselves. So I'm sure we're going to get a lot of coverage. That ship is headed from Southampton, where it was probably now, and it's heading across the Atlantic to New York. It'll eventually make its way there. And when it's in New York, it's going to have its christening, its naming and everything. And the entire New York press will be waiting for it. I mean, this is just going to be a massive PR event for the ship and for the cruise line when it gets to New York. So we'll see how that plays out. We're going to see a lot of video from from New York, the New York side, without a doubt. From New York to Miami, and then Miami to Seattle, and the beginning of the Alaskan cruises on the Norwegian Bliss out of Seattle. Should be quite something. Seakeeper is saying here, hang on a second here, just double checking my message. Okay, sorry, just a couple technical difficulties. Silo was talking to CK about that he had a Sealid, knew what one was, laughing out loud. He was a huge Jack Dempsey named Saucy Jack, lived for about 8 years. They're comparing notes about this creature. But Seakeeper saying Norwegian Bliss or Symphony of the Seas. I've got to get myself on one of these ships, if not both, before next spring. I just got to get on them. I can't stand it. I got to get on a cruise. You can't hold me back. I want to get going, man. This is gonna be great. He's going through cruise ship withdrawal. He's an addict, and he needs help. And I get you. I hear you. I hear you there. He was telling that he and his wife bred these Lake Malawi. I can't even pronounce this word. Sealid. I don't even know how you pronounce this word. Astylotilapius for a long while. I have no idea. We now have black convicts in a 40-gallon tank. It sounds bad. Are they on parole? I don't know. This is out of my league, but they're having a lovely chat with each other. Silo went on to say, even though we are sailing on the Bliss on October the 1st, I thought about one of the cool solo studios for the Alaska inaugural run. Cost $1,900 and $2,300 with all the taxes for one person, the inaugural cruise. That's just too much. I wouldn't do it, but wow, that's crazy. Sealid is saying, our Seakeeper saying, I've been quoted a good price on the Symphony of the Seas for the end of January 2019. My cruising buddy is not sure if he'll go cruise next winter. Bummer. But yeah, end of January should be good prices. Usually are. Dave is here. First time ever watching Catching Live. Dave, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Great to have you. If you're a first-time cruiser, you've come to the right place, because this channel, we love talking about cruise ships and cruise ship deals and you know, all kinds of you know, places you can go, and the rules, the regs, the changing you know, face of cruising and how it's all changing in front of our eyes. If you're a regular cruiser, you're gonna like it too, because you're surrounded by folks who love to cruise, and we're addicted. We just got to talk about it. We can't stop ourselves. So welcome to the show. Let us know where you're watching us from. What's your high temperature today? Have you cruised before? If you're going on your first cruise, tell us what's the name of the ship you're going to be on, and where are you going. We've got advice for you. If you got any questions, just fire away. This is great. Silo, a great sound and picture today, Bruce. Oh, good. Thank you, Silo, for that. Valin is here. Valin Martinez is here from Argentina. How you doing there, pal? Hope you're getting my picture loud and clear. A Seakeeper, no storm here. Just check. Seakeeper, check your freezer. Is there any snow in there? Because that's probably the only place you're going to have any. Because not where with 85, but you got 85 degrees. There's no snow in your part of the world. Awesome stuff. The Steaming Bean popped in and then retracted, so he's probably checking something out. Paul Wilgus, hi Bruce and all. 58 here in Virginia. You can tell you're in the big city. Great picture and sound. There you go. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. Stephen Ducar, hi Bruce. 66 and sunny in Denton, Texas. Stephen, welcome back. And 66, not too bad. Could be a little warmer, but could have been colder. So I will take that for this time of year. Welcome, Stephen. Scott Brody, hi Bruce and everyone. I think spring has finally reached southwestern Ontario. Plus 10 degrees Celsius and sunny. That's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Finally, Scott, that's great. Steaming Bean, come on, gang, give the guy from Calgary a thumbs up. Oh my gosh, give Bruce thumbs up. Oh, anyone, if you can spare me thumbs ups, that'd be great. They're just below on the picture here. Just shoot one in there. That'd be great. Silo Steve, the young folks may wonder what that yellow thing is behind you. Ha ha, yeah, this right here. What is that, eh? I happened to catch a video the other day, just because I love YouTube like anyone else, and I saw a video of young kids being introduced to this right here. They're like 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds, and the moderator has got a camera on them just like me, and they put the phone right in front of them. They said, what do you think that is? And they're just going, what is it? And half of them went, I've seen these in the movies. I know what these are. These are telephones. I saw them in the movies. And then, of course, the question is, how do they work? And again, they had no idea. No idea. With a rotary phone, they had no idea how to do it. And then the guy asked them, well, how do you send a text message? One kid thought, well, you put your finger in there, because each letter, each dial to hold there has letters behind it. So if you want to send an A or a B or a C, you just have to do this and go down one. And if you have a word with 2 B's, you just go click like that twice, don't you? And then they asked him, well, how do you know what the message you sent didn't have any typos? And they were stumped. Totally stumped. Totally lost. Then he told them the truth. It's not a text machine. It's strictly a telephone. And then when they found out you actually want to make a call, you have to go to where the phone is, and you have to phone a telephone where the phone is also, and the person you're trying to reach has to be in the house where the phone is. If they're not there, the phone just rings and rings and nobody answers it. And they thought, this is outrageous. This is ridiculous. And then when they found out they had to pay long distance charges, they were outraged. That was just a great episode. Got a real kick out of that. So when you see one of those, yeah, brings back memories, doesn't it? Paul Wilgus, laugh out loud Silo. Randy Lucas is here. Greetings from aboard the Regal Princess, somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. A relaxed day here in the Lotus Spa, quiet area. Welcome, Randy. I'm glad you're having a good time. I saw your thing on Facebook today. You look stressed, buddy. You need more cruises. You look totally stressed out there. B Shibs is in the house today, and he's going Calgary. Yeah, I'm in Calgary, B Shibs, and I know you're in Calgary. Yes, sir. I snuck in yesterday, leaving Sunday. Silo Steve, I grew up with a party line. If you remember those, oh my gosh, yes, a party line. Oh man, oh yeah, it reminds me of the movie Woody Allen movie. I think it was called Radio Days, where there was it was a story about a family in New York, a Jewish family in New York during the war years, and they had a party line, and the one niece was listening in on all the calls on the party line and knew everything what was going on in the neighborhood, and then would tell on everybody. Unbelievable. The party line, my gosh. Stephen Dukar, hi at Randy. Stephen Bean, loving plus 15 in Sandy Bay, Saskatchewan's mistaken Bean. Get your bathing suit out, buddy, and don't forget the sunscreen because you're one biscuit short of a whole lot of sunburn, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, watch yourself. Don't be going out there thinking you're invincible. You might get a burn. Fantastic. Plus 15. Geez, that's like 60 degrees. That's unbelievable. Paul Wilga, Silo, me too. Scott Batchley, hi, Bruce. Good to see you again. I had withdrawals yesterday. Nice here in Ventura, 64. Great to be back with you guys, and missed you too. It was a long ride in. I'm looking at my clock in my car, going, I'd be getting ready for that first show right about now. Oh, I'm getting ready for the second show right about now. Just again, it's part of the habit, so for sure. Silo Steve, hey Captain Randy. Auntie Jane is here. Auntie Jane, good morning, Bruce. High of 18 today. Woo-hoo-hoo, 9 a.m. Saturday morning here in New Zealand. Glad to see you arrive safe and sound. You're already enjoying the weekend. This is fantastic and perfect time for you, 9 in the morning. Beautiful. Great to have you back, Andy Jane 11. That is fantastic. Steamy Bean, Kia Ora Mate. Kia Ora Mate, okay. It means something, but I'm not sure what. Andy Jane, Kia Ora Beanie, Mahawa. Here we go. There's code already going on here. Stephen Bean lived down under for 3 years. He knows what's going on down there. So, well, Steve, wow, Paul, I always have to explain it. It was a strange thing being a kid. Listening in was fun. The party line on the phone. Yeah, that would have been something. As a kid, it's just like a whole new world. You had no idea all this stuff was going on all around you. Oh my gosh, what a revelation. Cam Wilson, hey everybody. Hey Cam. Charles Jordan, hi all. Charles, how are you? Andy Jane, hey all. Paul Wilgus, yes it was. Randy Lucas, aloha Valen, greetings Stephen, hi Silo. The Steaming Bean, hi Cam. Give Big Bad Bruce a thumbs up, way up. Randy Lucas, hi there. Auntie Jane in New Zealand. Randy is in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Auntie Jane, he's heading for Copenhagen, and he's been joining us every day that I've been on the air. It's unbelievable. From the ship, loves to travel is here. Hi everyone. 66 from Kansas, and of course we got our win. Well, take the dust, give it to somebody else, but unfortunately it just keeps coming from where it's coming from. But welcome back, and I'm glad you got 66 degrees going at least instead of 26 in snow. Great to have you back. Silo, well, the Bliss vids are in German. Seem German travel agents are on it. Yeah. Oh yeah. All the Europeans are in there first because the ship obviously came out of the German shipbuilding yard. It's headed to Southampton, probably taking a bunch of them to Southampton. And then, of course, from Southampton to New York, we're going to have all kinds of folks on that cruise. And we're going to get all kinds of videos from everywhere. So, yeah, the early days and, yeah, lots of bits coming from the Bliss. Cam Wilson, I give Bruce a thumbs up as soon as I get here to the stream. Thanks, Cam. Andy Jane 11, the Steaming Bean, that's great. I got to tell you that Andy Jane, he's one biscuit. He admits it. He's one biscuit short of 400 big ones. So I warn him, don't you go out there with just a thong bathing suit and a chintzy little T-shirt in the sun because it's plus 15. Now you're going to burn a lot. There's a lot to burn. Be careful. You got to pace yourself. Got to watch yourself. Thomas Henry, I'm back. Thomas Henry, I'm back. Hello, everyone. 63 degrees in Richmond, Virginia. Nice and sunny. I leave Saturday a.m. for Miami to board the Star on Sunday. And boy, am I looking forward to your reports because you're headed to Barcelona on the Star on a repositioning cruise. and that ship goes into dry dock right after you get off that ship. So we are curious what is going to be happening on that ship when you're on it. Yeah, I got my fingers crossed for you, and hopefully all will be well. That's great, Thomas. Pamela Jordan, hi, Bruce, and everyone. Sunny and 69 here in Iva, South Carolina. Welcome, Pamela. Fantastic to have you back. Randy Lucas, Bruce, great video and sound quality today. No sunspots over Canada or land today. Here in Calgary, I've got a really good internet connection. The server is just right over there, a little box right over there. Getting great reception. My picture is super clear. It looks fantastic. Yeah, I couldn't be happier because the other day it was awful. It was just terrible. So yeah, keeping our fingers crossed that it'll stay this good right throughout the whole show. The Steaming Bean stayed home today. Those kids are a real handful yesterday. I was ready to sit down on a couple of them. the ultimate punishment for not behaving in class. But, every once in a while, Steaming Bean, you got to take a day off from those grade 5 kids. I mean, they'll drive you nuts. They'll drive you up the wall. I mean, there's only so much you can take. Is it any reason? Is it any wonder why the parents send them to school all the time? They don't want to homeschool these kids. They want to offload them as soon as humanly possible and give them to you. I pity the substitute teacher, I guess. What are you going to do? Peter Heckema, Bruce, just back from an afternoon on the boat. 83 degrees in Tar Pond Springs, Florida. Gulf of Mexico water temperature today, 75 degrees for the water temperature. Nice. In the summertime, the water temperature is 93 degrees. It has a little bit to go yet. Wow, that's incredible. When I lived in the Cayman Islands, the water temperature was 86 all around the island. And the water was so clear that we would be able to look down 25, 30, 40 feet right to the bottom, 40 feet down, just crystal clear waters. Cayman Islands is one of the world's most popular scuba diving places, and for snorkeling. It's just stunning. And the reefs around there, just unbelievable. So that's great, Peter. You got a ways to go. Yeah, 75 now. Got to get it up to 93, but it'll get there. Oh, for sure. Betsy Lane, hello, +9 in Hamilton. Betsy, you got to take that. I mean, that's a break. You're almost at 50 degrees. Whatever snow you have has got to be burning off like crazy right now. And yeah, Hamilton, we'll take that for sure. Welcome back. Cam Wilson, what is that otherworldly other thing behind you? It's a foreign object to me, laughing out loud. Grab it. Here we go. Look at that. You remember these? Look at that, huh? Wow. The old days. The old days with the old telephone. Yeah. Oh man. When I first started off as I was a stockbroker. I remember the expression we used to have when we were calling clients. A stock would be on the move, or there was a big story breaking in the investment world. We would make the phone calls to our clients, and of course we had these in the earliest days. And then, of course, you had the big move up to touch, the little buttons. But this expression here, called it dialing for dollars. And there was a TV show on the air for years and years and years in Canada, USA, called Dialing for Dollars. And as salesmen, we used to say that all the time, dialing for dollars, calling our clients and making some business. Yeah, the old telephone. Jim Thomas, 80 here in Anderson, California. Hey guys, hope you're having a good visit. We're having a great time. My daughter is turning 30. We've got a dinner tonight, and then we've got a little party being planned after that, where a bunch of other folks are coming by. Just fantastic. And then the kids are my daughter and her guy. They're off on their own for a day or so. So Jennifer and I are in this house here in Calgary, looking after their 3 cats. And looking after a couple of kids as well, looking after a couple of children, and gonna have a wonderful time. So looking forward to that. And then Sunday, we're out of here. We can only do that for one day, and then we're gone. And we got to get back to the empty nest life, back to Creston. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see, Stephen Dukar at Silo Steve. We had a party line 2 up in upstate New York back in the 70s. Yeah, the old party lines. My gosh, Andy Jane Levin. Oh, I remember using a party line. Oh my God, the place was in the whoop whoops. Laugh it out loud. Peter Heckema, what is the weather like in Calgary? My brother-in-law lives there. Today, gorgeous sunny day. 55 degrees, I would say today. It's going to be about the same, maybe a titch cooler tomorrow, not too much. But next week, into the 60s and 70s around here. The snow, lots of it fell here, but it's melting off quickly and in a hurry. But in around every house in the neighborhood that this house is located at, on the shady side of the house, there's snow. It just melts so much slower. On the sunny side, it's burned off. So yeah, a lot of snow still to burn away, but at least the weather's right finally for that, because the folks around here have been just praying for this kind of weather for weeks now, and they just haven't been getting it. Auntie Jane 11 is telling me that Kia ora is hello there. Fantastic. Stephen Ducard, Bruce, had you heard about the Carnival Pixels digital photo gallery price increase and then decrease because of the public outroar? Okay, I heard about the price increase, but I haven't heard about the decrease. Thank you for mentioning that. Wasn't it about a month ago that Carnival came out with an announcement that they were putting together a new package, sort of a photo type package where you can choose the kind of package you'd like to have for your cruise, and if you prepaid it when you're booking your cruise and you were booking your onshore excursions, or whether you wanted a drink package or not, that type of thing. One of the features they had was this new Pixel deal, a Pixel type package. They had several of them, and the more you paid, the more you got as a package deal. And the story goes that it went quite good, went quite well. There were quite a number of orders coming in for it. But then last week, I think it was maybe even early this week, Monday maybe, I caught a little article somewhere, just a tiny little thing that Carnival announced a price increase on these Pixel packages because of how well they were selling, and they were kind of trying to limit their numbers, because I guess if every single passenger were to order it, they couldn't possibly do it. But they got to the point where they were getting quite a good response, and I think what ended up happening was someone in the offices up there. You know how Norwegian works? It's kind of like Carnival. Someone in the Carnival offices was going, I have an idea. If these folks are scrambling to buy these Pixel packages at these prices, maybe we could raise our prices. We could get more money. And that didn't go over very well. And like a balloon filled with lead, that kind of effect. You got the lead in there, you still blow the balloon up, and on the table it looks great, but then you push the balloon off to the side of the table and it just falls down on the floor and bursts into a million pieces, and the lead just spills out. Yeah, this didn't go over very well. So obviously that's what's going on here. Interesting comment. Thank you, Stephen, for that one. That's interesting. Randy Lucas, by the way, Bruce, local time here is East Coast time plus 3 hours, and then tomorrow plus 4. Yes, sir. You are doing the slow motion time change across the Atlantic, where, of course, you fly in a jet and you've got jet lag because of all those hours that are, you're all screwed up with, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner time, or whether it's 4 in the morning or 10 at night or noon. You're just all whacked up on the ship. You're going to be totally ready to hop on a plane in Copenhagen, come back. You're not going to suffer from jet lag. But when you get off the plane in Miami, you might be out of whack. So you have to see how that works out. I think you're coming back to Miami. I can't quite remember. Anyway, yeah, every day, another hour, or every second day. Yeah, that's how that runs. Auntie Jane is saying, I'm one biscuit short too. Yeah, I might be one biscuit over on my ideal weight. I'll tell you that. I'm not one biscuit short of anything. I'm over a couple of biscuits on the weight I think I should be at, and I'm not telling anybody what I think it should be. Silo Steve, getting closer to showtime. What is on the stage? Oh, so it's getting close to showtime. The end, Randy. Oh, he's talking about what's going on, Randy, on your ship. Are you seeing a show tonight? What are you seeing tonight? What's going on that Princess cruise ship? Thomas Henry, my spa on the Stars PC cruise reported today. It was a wonderful cruise. Good to hear. My spy. my spy on the Norwegian Star cruise ship reported today. It was a wonderful cruise. Good to hear. Oh, wonderful. That's good stuff, Thomas. I was just trying to figure out your code there. Randy is saying, Thomas, Henry, the Hope, the Star Drydock goes great. We're aboard her in December. Okay, coming up later. Larry Blake, 54, in Atlantic City. Bluefish here. Larry Blake, 54. You know, it could be better, but that's kind of what we have. And if it's sunny, we'll take it. We'll grab that. Silo Steve, speaking of snorkeling, there have been some videos about the new full face type of mask. There are some serious concerns about them, and unfortunately, a few deaths. Wow, and that's too bad, eh? You know, I guess you can't. You know, certain things you just can't push. And isn't there a reason why scuba diving is a certified thing? Boy, you know, you want to become proficient at scuba diving, you have to take classes with an instructor. And where do you start off? In a swimming pool, because that's where they can get you up to the surface in a hurry from 6 feet below or 8 feet below. The snorkeling thing, yeah, you know, and that's too bad to hear that's been going on. It's too bad. It's a sad story because it sounded like it had promise, but anyway, whatever. Tommy Eaton, hi Bruce and all. 63 and cloudy in Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, Tommy, not bad at all. B Shib Spaghetti Factory, the Spaghetti Factory with Bruce. We got to get together at the Spaghetti Factory. Barry, my schedule. I don't know if you know this, but my wife Jennifer, you know what I'm talking about, Jen. You're gonna have to just text me, and I'll find out when I'm available, if I'm available, and under what circumstances I'm available. Andy Jane 11, good stuff, Bruce. I'm on nanny duty later today too. Right on, right on. We got it. You know, we give a little, but then we get the lead. You're right. That's the nice part. Jim Thomas, thank you, sir. You're helping me get back home a little later on with some gas money to get back to Creston. A $2 donation. I appreciate that very much. There it is, right there. Fantastic. Thank you so much. All contributions are gleefully and gratefully accepted. That comes in handy. Charles Jordan, Silo Steve, I read about the dangers of using the full face mask. The biggest problem was you're unable to clear the water from them if it gets inside the mask. It has caused some to drown. That's just terrible. Yeah, man. I don't know what to say about that. They tweaked it. Stephen Dukar saying they tweaked it a little and did drop the prices back. I got it before they raised the price. You're talking about the package, that Pixel package on Carnival, Randy. Okay, or sorry, Stephen, that's what you're saying. And they did drop the prices back. Interesting. Randy Lucas, Silo, tonight is Born to Dance, a Broadway show here on the Princess Regal. Fantastic. Charles Jordan, Silo Steve, did you read about them making some modification to the full face mask? Okay, and then Silo, and talk of carbon monoxide poisoning too. Oh man, Jesus. Yeah, this is a problem. Gary M is here. Hi, Bruce and all. 41 degrees Fahrenheit in Petrolia, Ontario. So our Norwegian cruise out of San Juan leaves port at 9 p.m. Wow, that's late. Do you recommend we still go down the day before? Okay, you're departing. You're departing San Juan at 9 p.m. in the evening. Should you come in the night before? Okay. I say yes. Have you seen the latest event that just took place? Was it day before yesterday or yesterday? A backhoe operator, a contractor for the power company, he was trying to clear one of these poles that had been knocked down. He was trying to move it out of the way or whatever he was trying to do with it, and he accidentally somehow something knocked into an active line and caused a power surge. The entire island of Puerto Rico shut down electricity, the entire island. And they estimated it would take 36 hours to get the island back up to full power. And the power company only the day before had bragged about, we got full power. We're back up. Everyone's got power again. We're back in business. And the next day, this accidental contact was made, because apparently there are still, I don't know if it's thousands, but certainly many hundreds of very large poles, power poles. And I think some of these were concrete type power poles that had been toppled over, snapped off, everything else with the hurricane. And they had to be tended to. And these contractors are out in the sticks. They're out in these, you know, I don't want to say desolate, but there are areas of Puerto Rico in the southern half of the island. I'm going to say the southwestern edge of the area of the island, inland, where there are no roads. There's nobody. It's jungle. And over the years, the power company has built these poles out in the middle of nowhere, probably out in the middle of nowhere, I should say, probably with the use of construction helicopters. And they installed these power poles. But if they break down way out there, you can't drive to them. In other words, you just can't easily get to them. So you have to find a way to either helicopter in equipment and then work it from there. So there's a lot of repair yet to be done on the island's electrical infrastructure. And these accidents that we had here this other day could set off the entire chain of events where you've got like a domino effect. The entire island just shuts down one zone after another. And this is why I caution you on your cruise, because if your cruise were to have left that day or the next day after the power went out, or even the day after, the problem is that the airport would now be on generator backup power immediately, of course, as are the hospitals and a lot of the resorts, because the Puerto Ricans are used to power outages, have been for, what, a decade? The problem is that the volume of air traffic might be restricted. And this is where you could get caught, where your plane is fine. You're ready to go to land in San Juan. You're ready to take off and go, but your plane can't get clearance to get off the ground out of the U.S. because of the delays on their end to get the planes that they've got out to make room for new planes in, because there's only so many gates, there's only so many handlers, and there's only so much hangar room. And this is why I would recommend to you, give yourself as much room as you can on a San Juan departure, even if it is a 9 p.m. departure. I commend the cruise line, in a way, delaying it till 9 o'clock, because a flight from Miami, you know, if you can't make the 10 o'clock flight, maybe you can get an 11, or maybe you can get a 12, and, you know, you'll make it in plenty of time. But if you're further than Florida away to originate your trip, you may find that, you know, you have a flight that goes from Chicago to Miami, Miami to San Juan. You might not get off the ground in Chicago. Now, I would have to think, though, that theoretically, if you're flying from Chicago or Denver or whatever to Miami to go to San Juan, those flights won't stop. You'll just be stuck in Miami before you can get out. But if it's a direct flight from a further distance, they're going to have to get clearance on this. And if the power outage happens while you're in the air, they may force that plane. The FAA may tell the pilot, land that plane in Miami and await further instructions, because San Juan's just not operational, or not able to handle its flow. And there's already 25 planes in the air, all within an hour of landing. We can't turn them back, but we can turn you back, because you're still over Tennessee, or you're over at Georgia. You know, they can send you down to Fort Lauderdale or Miami, or, you know, wherever they have to park you for a while before they can let you in. So give yourself the time just to be on the safe side. Absolutely. If you can make something out of it, I mean, if you can find the time to get 2 or 3 days, get down there 2 or 3 days early. Enjoy Puerto Rico a little bit. Enjoy San Juan as a vacation stop for a couple of days, and then it doesn't matter. You know, you're there for 2 or 3 days anyway, and then your ship's waiting for you. But I understand if you've got, you know, a week and a half off, it's a 1 week cruise, and it's 1 day to get there, 1 day to get home. That's 8-9 days. You don't have the time to give the extra time. I get it. But yeah, that's what's been happening in San Juan lately, and oh man, I wonder about that. Silo, had said the original maker. It is the Chinese knockoffs you worry about. That seem, oh, with these masks, Chinese knockoffs are, oh man, this is so bad. Stephen Dukar, on the full face mask, I'm willing to bet they had some of the Asian knockoff versions that cheaped out on the air passengers and did not make them as big. Also, the full face mask, face once makes it easier for. And then I'm losing the message, although I think she sent me another he sent me another update. Sorry, folks, I'm just having a little technical difficulty here. My goodness. This used to be a lot easier, but it's not that easy anymore. 1 second here. Let's second. 1 second. 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Stephen, people used to use and put more people in the water. Okay. I think what the problem might be with these snorkel masks, it gives people a false sense of security that, you got a full facial thing there, and you can just go nuts and go down deeper, take more chances, stay down longer. I'm not sure what to make of it. But it doesn't sound good, does it, folks? We're getting bad news there. Peter Heckema sending me $1.99 says to me, visit Costco before you leave Calgary. There you go. There's a hot dog waiting for me at Costco, or for Jen. Peter, thank you very much. That's fantastic. Every little bit helps. We'll take that. Steaming Bean, 2,300 Canadian is the typical price for a solo cabin in the summer. Wow, that's crazy. Steaming Bean, Bruce stops in the States. Bruce shops in the States. Okay. Saddle Steve, I will stick to the good old style of snorkeling, the old-fashioned way. Charles Jordan, Saddle Steve, I read about the Chinese knockoffs also. Stephen Ducar, go early to San Juan. We did Carnival air back in the day and almost missed the boat because of the weather. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I was going to mention the weather. The island's good, plane's good. Thunder showers are coming through the area. Bad, really bad. And now there's delays. And one bolt of lightning anywhere on that island could knock power out for the whole darn island. I mean, just it's so fragile. I really, I'm sorry to say that for Puerto Rico, but it's true. The island is in a real fragile state, and you just got to be wary of that. It's unbelievable. Gary M. Wow, thank you all. You're welcome, Gary M. Silo Steve, just 2 days to go. San Juan had a full island blackout. I would go the day before. Too risky. Ship won't wait. I agree. Randy Lucas, anyone have experience flying out of Copenhagen Airport? Wondering about how long it takes to get through security and customs. I would have to think, Randy, like any other airport, you need theoretically, you need a couple of hours before your flight to get there. If you've got an early flight, I would be talking to your guest services people on that ship and make sure that they get you off ASAP. And even if you need your own cab to get to the airport early, do so. But I'm hoping that your flight's at 10 or 11 o'clock, not at 7 or 8. And then you can get off the ship at 8 and be good for an 11 o'clock departure. Crossing my fingers. Steamy Bean, Bruce needs 40 thumbs ups. I do. How many have I got? What are we at right now? I got 30. I got 30 thumbs ups, one down. Hey, Steamy, did you give me that thumbs down? Who's giving me that thumbs down? We got not bad, 30. But we'll take more. If anyone can spare a thumbs up, I'll take those. Thank you so much. Randy, sorry, where are we at? Silo, we have 30 Fonzies now, 10 more. We have 30 Fonzies now, 10 more. I'm not sure what that means. Thumbs ups. I should know that. If I know what this is, if I know what the heck this is, I ought to know what a Fonzie is. I mean, what's wrong with me? Come on. What's wrong with me? I'm telling you. Steamy Bean, never fly on the day of a cruise. There you go. Ditto Bean is what Randy's saying. Really, Larry Break, when you have travel insurance, do you have to pay first, then get reimbursed? Oh, okay. When you have travel insurance, do you have to pay first and then seek reimbursement? Well, okay, if you've got travel insurance for, say, a flight, obviously you've already prepaid for your flight, right? So obviously you're seeking reimbursement if a flight's canceled. If you've got travel insurance for your bags, you've probably paid the baggage fees already. So yeah, that's the same. Now, medical hotel. I guess if you got travel interruption insurance and you pay for a hotel and it's covered, you've probably prepaid the hotel. But on a medical front, that's maybe where you're coming to me from. If you're on a cruise ship and you have to see the ship's doctor, God forbid, from what I'm hearing and reading and seeing. If you have to go down to talk to the doctor down below for an medical issue, and the doctor wants to charge you $200, $500, $800, whatever they're talking about, you may well have to charge that to your credit card first. If it's possible, and I don't know if it would be, and of course in an emergency, you really haven't got the time, but if there were a way for you to contact the insurance provider, while on board that ship, but Most circumstances, when you need a ship's doctor, something is happening that's happening now, and you just don't have the luxury of time to, you know, text the insurance company or send them an email and, you know, try to talk to them. You just have to get either yourself or your loved one looked after immediately at any cost, and then from there battle it out with the insurance provider. If you took travel insurance through a travel agency, you might be getting a package deal or some kind of a travel agency travel insurance package that was made for the travel agency that may have so many loopholes in it that you haven't got the coverage you think you have. On the other hand, if you were to get travel insurance set up through an insurance broker, someone you're using now, or your own travel, or your own insurance broker back home, the person that covers your home, covers your car, covers life insurance. If you can get a travel insurance through that type of an individual, they should be able to find you a pretty comprehensive package at a good price, certainly cheaper than a travel agency would, and perhaps the exemptions and the disallowables will be to a minimum. You need to know upfront. Like anything else, just like I talk about, we do our homework before we go on a cruise. You got to do your homework before you buy travel insurance. And this is one of these areas that a lot of people don't even think about. They just go, "Oh, it's included. Oh, great, I'll take it. It's $60 more, $100 more. Just add it on." But they don't realize that what they're buying is worthless insurance that they think they're covered, but they're not covered for what really they might need. Or they're covered, but the allowables or the deductibles are so high that you're never going to be able to get the insurance. You know, it might be $1,000 deductible for every time you consult the doctor. Well, the doctor might charge you $200 every time you consult him on a cruise ship, plus services after that. You're never going to get the $200 back because it's each instance, you know, not cumulative. You got to really read these policies and do your homework. Okay, just my 2 bits worth. Peter Heckham, a really nice, clear video today and nice audio also. Thank you, Peter. I'm glad you like it. I'm happy. Tommy Eaton, oops, my bad. Got my thumbs up. Silo Steve, we're only going to Seattle. We're only going to Seattle to LA. We're going to Seattle to LA, but in October, we get a lot of fog. Not risking it. Spending a lovely night in the Maya Hotel in Long Beach. Yes, yes. Always day before, unless you love the port city. Yeah, I like Seattle to Los Angeles. You know, you would think that with all the flights that are on a daily basis and the airlines, wouldn't be a problem. But if it's fogged in on either end in Seattle, it could be. You know, you got your cruise booked, say 6 months from now. You don't know the day you're going down whether it's fogged in or not, and the gamble you're taking, even though you're going the day before, it still could be that for 48 hours you're fogged in. You just don't know, right? But if you can see that, 3 days before you're supposed to fly out, it's going to be bad. You might just rent a car and just start driving and heading south in the car. And because from Seattle to LA can be done on a suicide run, but it might be a day or two, but you can do it. On the other hand, you drive into Spokane and you fly out of Spokane because you're not on the coast. You may not be so fogged in, but I mean, you just got to play it by ear. But giving yourself that 24 hours and the Maya Hotel, great idea. Yeah, absolutely. And check out the Queen Mary, check out Long Beach. It's great. It's really great. Absolutely. Tommy Eaton, I was number 23 on the thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Steaming Bean, if Bruce gets 60 thumbs up, he's taking his shirt off. Where did you hear that? Is that a rumor? I'm not familiar with that rumor. I'm not familiar with that story. He's got something about my shirt. Have you noticed that? By the way, thanks to all you folks who've ordered merchandise from my store. It's great. I've been getting notifications from the Redbubble people that the orders have come in, and then they send me a notification when the item gets made. And I know that items are out there heading for people's homes, and I'm dying to find out from any of you, when you get your stuff, let me know that it arrived okay. Please tell me it worked out okay. I hope it worked out. If it didn't, please let me know. And also, if you can send me a photo of the item, or you holding the coffee cup or wearing the shirt, whatever, that would be fantastic. That would be great to see. I'm glad that's working out. It seems to be working out. And I really appreciate those of you who've placed an order for the merch from the Redbubble store on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. For those of you who are just joining me here on this show who've never been here before, I'm Bruce with Traveling with Bruce, and I'm normally out of Christening, British Columbia. But today I'm out of Calgary, Alberta, hence the perfect picture. We got a good connection today. I'm out of Calgary, Alberta today, and I'm here again tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we talk cruise ships, going on holidays, and we talk about everything. And you can ask me anything you want about going on a holiday or taking a cruise. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this channel and you want to watch more of this, there's a subscribe button here. There's another subscribe button here. And this one over here, I think, has a little bell icon beside it. Click on that. You'll be notified every time I do a new video. And you'll be kept up to speed. It's no cost to you. And we'd love to have you aboard as a new subscriber. So there's my little commercial for the day. And thank you for the super chats, folks. I am not monetized still, by the way. And I'm not paid by the cruise industry to be here. I'm not a travel agent. I only get paid when I receive super chats, or someone buys a t-shirt or a coffee mug from my store, or someone sends me a PayPal donation, and I appreciate all the help I can get, and I thank you all, and it's wonderful. Okay, Steaming Bean, I'm not taking my shirt off. Skew Park, hi Bruce. Missed a lot of the show, Bruce. Let's see, it's Iskyu in Thunder Bay. It's 10 degrees plus Celsius. In Thunder Bay, it looks like spring here, laugh out loud. That's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And boy, have you got snow to get rid of. You need days like this, man, and more. Fantastic. Welcome, Randy Lucas, 5:50 p.m. flight. No issue about getting off early. Oh, perfect. Oh, great. Oh, Randy, you're going to have a relax. You got her made. You got her made. You can have your breakfast on board and get off at 10 or whatever you want, and then check out some Copenhagen if you can. It's just a matter of with your bags, you're gonna have to figure out, how to handle that. And then you'll get to the airport plenty of time, and you'll have no trouble getting home, sir. I'm sure, 2 to 3 hours before. I would recommend you get there 3 hours before, and find the Starbucks or place to get a nibble and just relax and no worries. Fantastic. Steamy Bean, please only 59 Fonzies, no more. Don't give Bruce 60 thumbs ups because you never know what he's going to do. I was laughing. Gary M., we flew out of Detroit in January for our cruise. My wife had my corn nuts from Dollarama and scanned as explosives. My wife was in complete lockdown, searched twice. We lost lots of time. Crazy. That's ridiculous. Corn nuts. What the heck is that? What's wrong with those people? That's wild. That's a wild one. Crazy, Gary. Well, like I say, the day before is when you want to fly for whatever can get in the way of a perfectly planned, executed vacation. You just never know what it is. Could have been, you could have been on a flight out of anywhere, and some jackass who's on your flight is got something stupid in their bag, and now the whole dang flight is on lockdown and it's not going anywhere, and they're checking every bag all over again, and you just don't know. You've done everything right. The plane's good, the weather's good, and yet one of these incidents happen and it just blows it up in your face. This is why you want to avoid these panicky day of flights to take a cruise on the same day. That's a gamble. You really, when you lose it, you lose big. I mean, you get to the ship 20 minutes before it goes, and everything's fine. You're on the ship. Oh, you made it. Great. Think of the stress you had getting there. But when you lose it, like when you didn't get there in time and the ship is gone, you're done for. You are out a lot of money. And sure, you can catch up to the ship. Sure, if you got the money, you can always catch up to it. But boy, that's an opportunity lost, when it would have been a lot cheaper just to go in the day before, rent a car. Let's say it's Miami, rent a car, cheap motel, and go to Costco, go to Walmart, pick up your pre-cruise stuff and save a bundle, which pays for the hotel, pays for the car, and you're there the night before, sleep in, have breakfast, and drop the car off at the rental agency and get a free shuttle ride to the ship, depending on what where you're doing it from. If you're doing it from the airport, there generally is a free shuttle to the ship anyway, and you're stress free, or way down on the stress meter, and dollars, you're good. Yeah, interesting. Silo Steve. Ah, yes. The old explosive corn nuts trick. Yes, yes. I remember that. Oh, no. Steaming Bean. Bruce, which travel insurance do you use? Good question. Honest answer, haven't used travel insurance because when I was doing my first cruising, I was in my 50s, still thinking I'm invincible. Don't have health issues, don't have these kinds of problemos. And so wife and I figuring we just go. We're going. There's nothing stopping us. We're going. Naive, perhaps. You got to think about it too. If you're taking like a 2-week cruise across like a repositioning cruise to Europe, and you're going to spend some time once you get there, and you add it up, and you're going, wow, this is a $10,000 holiday we're on, or an $8,000 holiday for the two of us. A couple $100 for insurance is not a bad investment, I would say. So something I would recommend. But I don't have a favorite. But I'll tell you that if I were to do it, to get it, I would be contacting my personal insurance agent and say, look, I've got the house insurance with you guys, got the car insurance, we got the life insurance. What can you do for us on travel insurance? Is there what have you got? And then I'll just throw it to her and say, go, come back to me with whatever you got. Now she may come to me and say, okay, where are you going? When? How long? Blah blah blah. Okay, here's the detail. She may also say to me, well, how many trips are you taking for the next year or two? Have you got a bunch set up? You're a YouTuber now. You're a big shot YouTuber, and you're going to be doing all these get-together cruises, these meet and greets. If you're going to do one every couple of months, you're going to need travel insurance for the whole year. And what if you're going to do a meet and greet where you're going to fly to Dubai on Emirates, and you're going to do a meet and greet there? Now what? Now you need all kinds of other insurance. So I might have to get something permanently. I don't know. So we'll find out. I'll keep you posted on the meet and greets. Okay, that's in the wheelhouse. Thomas Henry, I am leaving the office and I'll be driving, so I'll hear but not be texting or talking for the rest of the show. Have a great weekend, all. Thomas, thank you, and listen in. Tommy Eaton, you too, Thomas. Steaming Bean. Look through the door, Tom. Lock through the door, Thomas Henry. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so late. Tammy Ray is saying, welcome, Tammy Ray. It's Friday afternoon. Annie Jane, see you, Thomas. Iskew Park. Oh, no. First it was take your shoes off because some dumbass put a bomb in his shoe. Now all of us guys have to take our corn something off. Ouch. I'll leave that to everyone's imagination. You can read that for yourself. Tammy Ray House, Calgary. Calgary is great. The connection is great. The sound is great. It's all good. Bishop, see you, pal. Will hold the table for us at the Spaghetti Factory. Tell Jen we can spend 10 or 8 hours for lunch and wine. Thanks, Bishops. Paula K. Hi, Bruce and everyone. I'm late. I'm the late one too. Welcome, Paula K. Silo, sorry, Bruce, typing with a cat on my lap. I hear you. Jake Nix. Hey, Bruce, Jake, you're here. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show, Jake Nix. And Tommy Eaton trivia today. I got a couple for you. Iskew Park, with the cost of traveling, it's a must to pay the $102 each to buy the best all-inclusive insurance you can buy. We do this even with our work/paid insurance coverage. Another thing to keep in mind too is depending on the credit card you're using, you may have travel insurance built right into your credit card. And to answer Steaming Bean's question, who do I use for travel insurance? I have a strong suspicion, Steaming Bean, that when I was taking my first cruise in 2008, I was using a gold MasterCard that had travel insurance in it. So I had some form of travel insurance, but never needed it. But yeah, there you go. Rita Freeman, hi from Sydney. Rita, welcome from Sydney. Fantastic. Great to have you here. Randy Lucas, hi. Rita, welcome. Randy is at sea in the mid-Atlantic right now. He's on the Princess, the Ruby, he's the Ruby Princess, and he's headed to Copenhagen on a repositioning. It's his third cruise in a row. He did a back-to-back, and he's headed now on this overseas repositioning cruise. Unbelievable. The Steamy Bean. Hey, Rita, I lived in Victoria Street in the Marylands neighborhood in Sydney at one time. Auntie Jane, hi, Rita from Sydney. Fantastic. Paula K. Love the Lotus Spa, Randy. The rainforest showers are great. It was never busy, so relaxing. Not too bad. I love I did like the spa on the Norwegian Jade and the Epic myself very much. Also enjoyed the Holland America spa. The spa on the Princess is So kind of small. The two ships I was on, kind of small, nothing special, but I didn't pay a premium to get into the aroma spa. I just found that that's all they were offering, and it wasn't enough for me. Seakeeper, my airhead sister-in-law, is she watching the show, by the way? Am I getting in trouble reading this, Seakeeper? I don't want to get in trouble here. I'm just a messenger, okay? Okay, if you're watching, sister-in-law, if you're watching this, okay, I'm just reading what he's writing. I have nothing to do with it, okay? Just telling you right now. Okay, here we go. My airhead sister-in-law once tried to smuggle a 3-foot frozen smoked salmon from Norway into Canada. She boarded the plane and the salmon remained in Norway. Yeah, the salmon won, she got 0. Yeah, the salmon stayed behind, and I'm sure the folks back in Norway probably threw it away. Yeah, I'm sure they probably disposed of it somehow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Camels 11 out loud. Peter Heckma, when we travel, we use Travel Guard Insurance. We have had good success with them. Saddle Steve, Bruce, win the lottery? That would be kind of nice, please. Shipping first. Hi, Bruce. Nice pictures in the background. Only 155 days till the conquest. First cruise. Oh, 155 days of counting. Yeah, neat pictures here at my daughter and boyfriend's place. It's pretty cool. Hey, this is the this kind of a takeoff. This is the take gallery there. Kind of a takeoff of the London Underground. Kind of nice pictures of different cities, different places. Beautiful. Just, oh yeah, great stuff. And good internet too. Good, obviously good internet today. A seakeeper, she knows she is an airhead. Oh, oh, so you're good to go. Okay, so I'm in the clear. Okay, that's all I'm asking there, seakeeper. Don't get me into trouble, okay, please. All right, a couple of pieces of news, and I got some trivia for you. All right, so I've caught up on all these messages. It took me long enough. The Bliss obviously is in the news. It was released to Norwegian, I believe it's yesterday. Heading to Southampton, and then it's heading to New York, and it'll be christened there. Then it's going to go to Seattle, and we'll be cruising the Alaska runs all summer long. And we're talking about a ship of 167 gross tons. It's the heaviest and largest ship Norwegian has accepted, even though it doesn't have the most passengers. It's going to hold just under 4,000 passengers. I believe they've got a couple of ships that are over 4,000, just over 4,000. But I guess the size of this ship is something to behold. 333 meters long, 41 plus meters wide, 20 decks, 1,716 crew, so 4,000 passengers plus 1,700 crew, 5,700 people on board, 18 restaurants and 12 bars. And those are just some of the basic stats on the ship. There's so much out there. And of course, got that electric go-kart racing track on the back, on the very top, and the water park, and the rope climbing obstacle courses, and you name it. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Other news, just to quickly tell you about Norwegian the Sun, the ship that was the construction cruise ship. That one came out of dry dock a couple days ago. It went to Seattle yesterday, and 2,000 people got on board, 2,000 paying passengers, for a repositioning cruise to Port Canaveral. And so far, early reports from those on board who are well aware of the problems prior to dry dock, early reports are all public areas seem done and finished with no evidence of work being done in public areas. One passenger had talked to a crew member, and it was confirmed that, yeah, there are people on board. There are some construction people on board, but they're below decks doing technical work. And they concentrated on the dry dock to get all the public areas done, and they would concentrate on the lower decks on these cruises, starting with this repositioning cruise, as to not inconvenience everyone. So that's a good sign. If only a Norwegian would now offer a refund to those poor people on those 4 cruises where they were practically poisoned. But nothing yet, only a refund on the one cruise, the Panama cruise, and a 50% refund on the cruise before that. Not a refund, cruise credit, and nothing, nada for the other folks, nothing. No compensation. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, Seattle welcomed the sun yesterday. First ship of the season, they call it. They're expecting 1.1 million cruise passengers this year. Seattle is going to have a record year in the cruise game. All right. Let's see here. I've got a trivia question. Are you guys ready for that? See, you put you guys to work. Silo Steve says 4004. Randy Lucas, speaking of smuggling, Michelle once absconded with 10 pounds of sand from Cabo San Lucas. I had no idea why our carry-on was so heavy. 10 pounds of sand from Cabo. Oops. I don't think you can do that. Oh my gosh. That's a little much. Okay, trivia. Here we go. Here's a trivia question for you. The Princess Cruise Line. Tell me the names of all the ships on the Princess Cruise Line that are out there. See if you can tell me out there. There are 19 ships. Now, some of these may have been ships that no longer sail. Some of them maybe. I'm easy going on it. If it's here, I'll cross it off. Tell me the names of the ships in the Princess Cruise Line right now. Royal Princess from Cam Wilson. We got Royal. You betcha. I only need the first name, but whatever. However you want to do it. Regal. Randy is Regal. Why would he say that? Right on, buddy. The Crown from Cam. The Crown. Yep, got the Crown here. And we're looking at Pacific. We've got Pacific. Yes, we do. Royal, we have Ferry. Silo Steve was thinking Ferry Princess. Is there such a thing as the Ferry Princess cruise ship? I don't think so. Tommy Eaton is thinking Caribbean. Yep, there is a Caribbean. Yes, sir. IDK, Auntie Jane. I don't know. I don't think there's a ferry. No. Loves to travel. Sky is a name that comes to mind. And looking at Sky Princess. Sky Princess. Why can't I find Sky Princess? Is there not? Wasn't there a Sky Princess? I thought there was. The Grand Princess. Yeah, let's see. Grand. Yep, there it is. Got Grand Princess. Thank you. Spoiled Princess. There's another one. The Fairy Princess and the Spoiled Princess. Oh, my Silo. Emerald. Seakeeper is thinking Emerald. Yes, sir. You got it. Peter Heckema, Southwest gave every passenger $5,000 on that landing that was landing in Philadelphia from this week already. $5,000 right now. Interesting, sir. Randy Lucas, Star Princess. Star. Yep, got it. What is the question, Steamy Beans? It wasn't name all the Princess cruise ships. The names of the Princess cruise ships is what we have so far. We got one guy going with Spoiled Princess, and what was the other one? And Fairy Princess. Two wrong answers in a row. Sea Princess from Betsy Lane. Sea, yep, there it is. Thank you, Betsy. Caribbean Island, no. Jade, no, that's Norwegian. Sorry. Sun, Michelle. Yes, we got the Sun. Thank you. Pacific Princess, Peter Heckema, Pacific. And something tells me that we already have it. We've already got the Pacific Princess, Peter. Thank you. Sky, brand new, not out yet. Randy is saying. Seakeeper, Island Princess. Island, yes, that's another one. Well done. The Love Boat was filmed on a Princess cruise ship, Cam was saying. Seakeeper, Ruby Princess. Yep, I was just on that one last year. Diamond Princess from Larry Blake. Diamond, yeah, where is that? There it is, got it. Yes, sir. Caribbean Princess, we have a Coral. Is there a Coral Princess? Yes, there is a Coral. Here are the names you've got so far. The Sun, the Emerald, Grand, Pacific, Caribbean, Ruby, Coral, the Sea, the Royal, the Regal, the Island, the Diamond, the Crown, the Star. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 left. You're doing very well. Majestic Princess. Majestic? Nope. No Majestic. Golden. Yes, that's one. And Pouting. The Pouting Princess. There might be, but not at sea. Not on this one. Golden. I think we've already got that. Or there wasn't golden. I'm not sure. There was a golden. We already have it. Pouting Golden Sapphire. Yes, that's another one off the list. I've got 1, 2, 3 left to go. That's all there is. Bakersfield Princess from Randy Lucas, the beautiful Bakersfield Princess cruise ship, California inspired. Oh man, what a treat that thing is to be on. Sorry, Sapphire. No, looking at 3 to go. And Majestic Sails out of Asia, Sephora. Fantastic, fantastic. The 3 left. One of them is, how do I give you hints for this? Let's see here. One of the names I'm looking for is named after the Atlantic and after the Pacific. Yeah, it's named after that. Wonder if that'll click someone. And we're not looking at Sunset. We're looking at the other end of the spectrum for another ship name. Let's see here. Saddle, yes, on Majestic Cheating. It's on our site. Michelle Lucas Diamond and Seakeeper C. We've got the sea. We got an ocean here. Cam Wilson's got the ocean. Perfect. Thank you. Don't forget Tokyo Princess, Jim Thomas. Don't you forget the Tokyo Princess. It's one of the most popular ships out at sea. Silo, so is Sapphire. Tommy Heaton, Ocean, we got it. A Seakeeper, Dawn. Thank you. There's one left. Named after a group of islands. And it's named after a soft drink. Kind of a sugary soft drink. How else can I do this? I think it's Pacific Islands. Named after Pacific Islands. One left. Let's see if someone picks this one off. Moonshine. Moonlight. Moonshine. The Moonshine Princess. The Moonshine Princess. It's a good time all around. It's always a good time on the Moonshine. Unlimited drink packages on the Moonshine Princess. You gotta love that. Galapagos Royal Sprite. The Sprite Princess. Named after those Pacific Islands. The Sprite Islands. Oin apple, Auntie Jane, or pineapple. Okay, typo. I'll give you a break. The Pineapple Princess. Teeth optional. That's right. On the Moonshine, you don't need to bring no dentures. Just be able to handle a straw. You're good to go. Cinderella Princess, Emerald Princess. No. It's the Something Treat. The Something Treat. Pacific Islands. What would that be? Something Treat. Oh man, I'm dating myself with this expression. The Something Treat. Emerald. Richard C is laughing. Oh my goodness. Might have to give this one to you guys. Tika. Jim Thomas. Tika. Close. Very close. Not Tika Treat. No. Rice-A-Roni. The Rice-A-Roni Princess. One of the tastiest cruises I've ever been on. The Sweet Treat. There's another good guess. Oh, man. I'm going to have to break this one down to you. Sandwich Islands Princess. Here we go. The Sandwich Island Princess. Randy, you're right on it tonight. Sorry. No. Tiki. We're getting close now. Now we're getting close. Tiki is very close. Italia. No, it's not Italian. No, Italia. Tiki. Yeah, I might have to break this one down for you guys. You're all around it. Some of you are. Some of you are way off. All right, I'm giving it up. Bermuda, Spam Princess. No, Hawaiian. Not quite Hawaiian. No, not quite Hawaiian. Taco, Con Tiki. Oh, so close. Not yet. It's called the Tahitian. Tahitian. Tahittian. The Tahitian. I have no idea where that ship is. Anyone got a clue on that one? Tahitian Princess? I don't know. Seakeeper, laugh out loud. Fiji. Tom Eaton. Fiji. It's in Fiji. So the final answers were the Sun Emerald, Grand, Pacific, Caribbean, Ruby, Coral, Ocean Sea, Royal, Regal, Golden Dawn Island, Diamond Crown, Sapphire Star, and Tahitian. There you go. All right, I got one more for you. One more trivia question, and that's the end of our show. There are 10 answers to this one. Tokyo is not one of them. Bakersfield is not one of them. Forget even going there. All right. This is a little off the travel area, but it is a country related. Your question is: name the top 10 countries with the most cars. The 10 countries with the most automobiles, passenger automobiles. And this shouldn't take us very long, I don't think. Let's see what's going on. I don't know ships, Jim Thompson's saying. Here we come with the answers. 10 most countries with the 10 most cars. Top 10 countries with the most cars. USA, Paul Wilgus, number one, 272 million of them. USA, Japan, Randy Wilkus, Japan. No. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, number three. Sorry, 93 million. Very good. Japan. China, Steaming Bean is thinking China. Yeah, number two, 161 million cars. So we go from 272 to 161 to 93. Those are the first three: USA, China, Japan. After that, let's see what we got. Cam Wilson, North America, Steaming Bean, India. India, number 10, 32 million cars. YSA, Randy. China, Tom Eaton, we got it. Auntie Jane, after Island Tahiti, wow, great new ship, everyone. The End Princess. After Island Tahiti. Silo Steve saying Brazil has number 5 is Brazil, 50 million, excuse me, 50. Australia, Tommy Eden, Australia, nope, not enough. San Marion, Larry Blake is thinking San Marion has a bunch of cars. Canada, Paul Wilgus, he's going to Canada. No, Canada doesn't have to make the top 10 in quantity. A lot of people have them up here, but we don't have 200 million people living here. Thailand, Pamela Jordan, Thailand. No, not Thailand. No, I've got USA, China, Japan, and Brazil. I'm looking for 6 more. And let's see if we get some more guesses for 6 more. Russia was guessed. Russia is correct. Russia was correct. That was number 6 at 48 million. Sorry, I just had a glitch here on my phone. Brazil we have. Russia we've got now. Indonesia, no. Russia, Brazil, Australia, no. San Marino, no. Canada, no. Thailand, Japan, we have already. South Korea, question mark. No, not yet. Russia, we got it. We've got it. Valens, I'm back. What's the question? Countries with the most passenger cars. Top 10 countries with the most passenger cars. Tammy Ray, man, I was behind on the video and I was answering prices, names. Laugh out loud. You're answering names for Princess cruise ships when we're looking for countries with the most cars. There you go. The Grand, the Sun, the Sky. Tommy Eaton, Mexico is a guess. Nope, not on the list. Nope. Germany, Randy Lucas, yeah, number 4. Germany, 51 million. I'm looking now for the last 4. New Zealand Princess, I mean punchline gone, laugh out loud. It happens, Andy Jane, it happens. Silo Steve, UK. Yes, sir. Number 9 on the list, 36 million. Yes, sir. Tammy Ray, the country of princess. That's right. Larry Blake, India. No, we've got it already. Number 10 on the list. France. Yes, number 8 is France. I got one country left. 40 million cars in this country. I'm looking for one more. India, no. UK, no. Believe it or not, we already got it. France, I got it. South Africa, no. Not South Africa. One country left in the top 10 for the most passenger cars in the world. See who can come up with it here. We already have the USA, China, Japan, Germany, Brazil, Russia, France, UK, and India. We have all those countries. Now, one country left to make the top 10, the most cars in the world. South Africa, no. Argentina, no. Egypt, no, not Egypt. Malaysia, no, not Malaysia. Not even Malaysia. One left. They make cars too. They make them. Canada, no. Brazil, already got Brazil. Number 5 was Brazil. They make cars here. Let's see. They love cars. They absolutely adore cars. Saudi Arabia, nope. Norway, nope. Not in North America, not in South America. So forget the Americas completely. Not Asia. Nope. Here it is. Touchdown 821. Italy. You got it. That was number 7 on the list. Italy was the answer. South Korea came in. Sweden, Switzerland. What does it start with? It starts with Italy. Sweden. There you go. That was our 2 little trivias for the day. I thought I'd throw those in there in case I didn't have enough material. There you go. Well, look, thanks, you guys. How many thumbs ups did we get today? How many got here? 38 thumbs ups. I can get my shirt on. No way the steaming bean is getting me to take my shirt off with only 38 thumbs ups. I'm good. I'm safe. You're safe. Who am I? Who am I kidding? You're the ones who are safe. But it was a great day today. I really appreciate you folks joining me today from Calgary. Beautiful weather still out here. Really great. I'm on tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I have a feeling that it'll be a slow news day for cruising. But whatever happens, I'll report it. But I'll find some trivia to make up some of the downtime. We'll have some fun with that. And we'll put the show on tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Sunday, of course, I'm off, as always, and I'm driving back to Creston. And I'll be on the air Monday, as usual, at 5 p.m. Eastern time, of course. UK and all the taxis, Thomas is thinking, well, why aren't they on the list? I hear you. Taiwan, another one. I would think the top 20 would include a lot of these countries that you folks are guessing that were just out of the top 10 list. Tom Eaton show tomorrow. Yep, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Cam Wilson, I'm making cinnamon rolls. You're killing me, Cam. You're killing me. Saudi Arabia, yeah, they got lots of cars, but not maybe not 50 million of them yet. Style Steve, hopefully more Bliss videos. Auntie Jane, the steaming bean wants the shirt off your back. Laugh out loud. See you tomorrow. Next time. Great show, Bruce. Thanks, Auntie Jane. I appreciate you coming by again. Tammy Ray, have an awesome evening. Tommy Eaton, we're making biscuits for real. We're making biscuits, baby, and they're like caloric. They got the calories. We're not kidding with these guys. Steaming Bean, take care. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. Thanks for your thumbs ups. Looks like 38 have come in. I love it. I want to say have a good evening, everybody, and have a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying thanks for joining me today here in Calgary on April the 20th, 2018. Hope you had a good time. I loved it, as always. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon Eastern time, and then on Monday at 5. Take care, all. See you later. Bye for now.